What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back, speaking mind sports talk. All right, guys, check it out. We got something a little different here going tonight. This is actually the power of the mind segment. Okay, so it's not really sports talk. This is more about the power we have in ourselves to do, achieve anything, to actually heal ourselves, just to be able to create anything we'd like in our experience, the type of life we want to live, the mate that we would like to have. That's what this is about, man. We have the power in our minds to do some amazing things, people. G Boogie in the house. What up, G Boogie? G Boogie said, "The mind is infinite vessel. It hungers for knowledge, seeks to heal itself. Power of the mind allows you to freely expand your thoughts if you use it properly." Damn right. Toby in the building. What up, Toby? He said M6G. Wow, that opening comment. Yeah, man. G Boogie coming straight from the gut with it. What's good? What's good, Tim W? What's good, D in the family? I want to tell everybody too, this power of the mind is something that I've done. Um, and I kind of got away from it because it was, I didn't prioritize it, which I wish I had of, and just not prioritize other things. But I got a little busy, so I cut this out. But oh, excuse me, guys. But Tim W, this bringing the power of the mind back was inspired by Tim W, and this first one is dedicated to him. So I appreciate you, Tim. This is dedicated to you. Wear a cap, keep the mind warm. That's right, baby. Thanks for coming through, Timmy. Yeah, man. So guys, you know, Tim shared some things with me the other day, and I appreciate him sharing that stuff. I appreciate all you guys sharing, what's going on in life, personal things, and but that's what this is all about, man. This is all about the power that we have to do anything. Thanks, D. Much love to you, Tim. No doubt, bro. No doubt. So, real quick, I want to show you guys something to start this show off. Um, so it's not really long. It's a couple of minutes, 2 minutes. But you guys listen, bro. So let me make sure you guys can see the screen. Okay, yeah, you guys can see it. All right, guys. So check this out.
Over 8 years, the center has successfully treated more than 180 types of illnesses, including bladder cancer.
看到没有？就是在那个汤国，三角处的左侧，有和一个压壶，这么一个。法器，各位老师，咱们一块就是拿法器，可以怎么？就想看一下那到底算什么？
All right, guys. So, in case you guys didn't know what we were watching right there was no medication. Okay, there was no medication there. This was all the power of the mind, bro. This is not a parlor trick. Like, this is no parlor trick. This is not something that that was made up. This was the cancerous polyp here. This was the cancerous tumor here, and it was from the mind. This side they were showing how it was going away. Okay, again, I know we see a lot of things that's fake on YouTube, and we see a lot of tricks and so forth, but this stuff is real, bro. And this is what I'm trying to tell people. We definitely have the power of our minds to do this type of thing. Now, it's not as simple as to think about the things. No Name Rose, Samuel Shaw in the building. What's good, bro? No Name Rose just stepped in the building. Appreciate you coming through, sis. So, this is not like photoshopping or something made up. These are actual events, and these things have happened in life. You don't hear about them, especially here in this country. Okay, you don't hear about them. You're probably not going to hear about them, because one thing about the United States, it's all about money. And Samuel Shaw said, "What the hell is that?" This was actually Samuel. This was a healing where there was no medication. It was just some doctors, and this is the woman on the table that had the cancer, and that was the cancerous tumor there. Okay, and they showed it in real time, Samuel, how it was literally going away. This is the power, guys, that we have. It's like I said on the other live. You know, disease cannot live in a body at ease. You break the word down, disease, dis-ease, and it cannot live, it cannot survive in a body and a mind that's at ease. So eventually this tumor went away with no medication. It was just the chance that they were doing. It was just the mind, man, the power of our minds. And so guys, I just wanted to show you guys that to start off this show, because we have to understand we can all do this. The Almighty has given us all the power to create, to heal ourselves, to do whatever we desire to do in our experiences. And this is why, first and foremost, we have to stay positive, because you can't get anything done with negativity. Negativity leads to stress, stressful situations, a stressful environment, and stress leads to disease, dis-ease. Your body's at dis-ease. Break it down. Disease. That's what the stress leads to. You have to do what you can to stay happy, to stay focused, to stay positive. One thing's for sure, Toby Ball in the building. What's up there, bro? Salute Tim. Timmy Nealon says stress is a killer. You damn right, bro. You damn right. They tell women in pregnancy, cancer patients actually going through cancer, do whatever you can to keep the stress down. It's the reason they tell them that. Even the Western doctors, and that's here in America, Western medicine, they say the same thing. Keep the stress levels down. You're going through leukemia, you go through cancer, MS, whatever diseases, diabetes, they tell you, keep the stress levels down. You have to keep the stress levels down in yourself, because if not, if you're stressed out, if you're highly stressed out, then you're not at ease. Sometimes you feel aches and pains that you didn't even know were there. But that comes from the stress being mounted on. Bills not paid, or cut off notices, or whatever your stress or your particular stress may be. Your spouse or girlfriend or mate cheated on you, whatever your stress may be. You need to find a way to relieve that. Watch funny shows. Comedy is a stress reliever, because when you're genuinely laughing at that moment, you're not unhappy. And in any situation that happens in life, there's something positive in that. There's something positive, and you can take that positive out of that situation and focus on that, the positive out of whatever situation, whatever issue, whatever obstacle may come. There's always a positive in it. And you can take what that positive is and focus on that. And once you do that, then now you have something to be appreciative and grateful for, instead of having something to be humdrum over, because it's the humdrum mindset that keeps you in the line of stress. But appreciate, if you genuinely appreciate and show gratitude, that is an emotion and a feeling of positivity. You feel good. Like somebody, you need money to pay your insurance, you're a little short. One of your friends come through, oh, here, man, take this couple of $100. It's all good. You don't even have to pay me back. You appreciate that, and you're feeling good that they've done that for you. So true gratitude and appreciation keeps you feeling good, keeps you positive. For all of you guys that used to come when I was doing the Power of the Mind before, we left off, the topic was Power of the Mind, conquering the ego. It's your ego that keeps you stressed a lot, because your ego, you can't satisfy the ego. The ego's always going to tell you you need more. You have to have this. You have to have that. You're better than this person. They're beneath you. That's ego. All of that's ego driven, right? So we have to conquer the ego. Don't allow the ego to run our lives. Sin in the house was good. Sub D, just stopping by to give my support. I'm at work. Can't hear anything. Salute. Okay. Oh damn. Do you have the sound off? Can you guys hear me? Am I not coming through? Somebody else let me know if you guys can hear me or not. But Toby says, I'm good, Tim. How are you today, brother? Tim said, I met a lady today at the Cancer Research Center. Her message was, keep positive mind. Look at that. Keep positive mindset. And she said she's been through some serious shit. You see what I'm saying, guys? Like, I'm no doctor. But this is real, bro. You have to be positive. You have to keep yourself happy. I'm in a good space today, Toby. Thanks, bro. Lewis, basketball, football, wrestling network. My man, was good with you. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Samuel Shaw said, you good? Okay, sweet. Yeah, here you good. All right, thanks, guys. Yes, D coming through. All right. So, yeah, and I want to go back to this, guys, because before I even got to this comment that Timmy put up, this is what I was saying to you guys. And this is of divine nature. This is not D Jefferson. I've done my research and I'm deep, and with my spirituality, and this is of a divine nature, because it's all in the mind, guys. Remember, stress or issues or anything, that's just all a perspective. No one can make you stress, because it's your mind. The stress comes from your mind and the situations you're dealing with. And whatever happens, or whatever someone says, or whatever is done, you take that in to your mind and you decide whether I'm going to be angry, happy, sad, depressed, enthusiastic, excited. You decide the emotion that you're going to have behind that stuff. No one else. And so it's your mind. So you're going to determine whether you're happy or not. You're going to determine whether you're sad or not. It's all up to you guys. You know what I mean? Boxing Monster in the building. What's up, Boxing Monster? Boxer says Tim W. Salute, Boxing Monster. Samuel Snack Sanchez. No doubt. So, if you have an ailment, an illness, a joint ache, it could be because of your diet, but it could definitely be because of the stress that you're going through in life. But you can heal anything. You can heal anything, starting with this right here. And I'm telling you guys, the medical world knows about a lot of self-healing and holistic healing. They know about this. But the medical industry and the drugs, the pharmaceuticals, is a multi-trillion, not billion, multi-trillion-dollar industry. So they need to keep you relying on this stuff. They need to feed you the antibiotics and the flu shots and the vaccinations and the penicillin and whatever the hell else they have. They need to keep you on this, the oxycodone. You know why? It's a multi-trillion-dollar industry. So if they told you about you can self-heal, if they told you that you have the power to do these things, if they told you about holistic healing, it would have put a big dent into their pockets. So this is why they really don't want us all to know about this. This is why they don't really want us to know that we have the power to heal ourselves. We don't need to run into a hospital. And some people may find that extremely difficult to believe. But look, guys, I'm a testament of it. I don't generally get colds and stuff. Flu, cold, all of that stuff. Bro, I don't get sick. Very rarely. I got extremely stressed out in 2018. Business venture that I was going through just didn't work out. I lost a ton of money, and I allowed that to stress me out because I really wanted it to work. Well, next thing you know, I got sick, and I mean terminally ill. I had a sepsis infection that saturated my blood system and went all through my body, bro. And I was laying up in the bed for like 3 weeks and some change, literally dwindling away. I couldn't move. It would take me 10 minutes to get from my bedroom to the bathroom. And the bathroom wasn't far away, guys. It was just these little tiny steps, because every step I took, every time I moved, it felt like I was being stuck by 1,000 knives all through my body. It was really painful. And I went from a lot of weight, 168, 170 some pounds, dwindled down to 114 pounds. I mean, you could see bones like peeking through my skin damn near. It was really, my wife was terrified, I was literally dwindling away in that bed. And I couldn't drink. I really couldn't eat much. And so at that point in time, all I had was my mind, guys. And then I started to tell my wife, I said, babe, it's going to be okay. In the weak voice that I had then, I said, I'm going to be fine. This is somewhat of an evolution, a transition. And I'm cleaning out everything that shouldn't be there. And I'll be back. And that's what I kept in my mind. All I thought about was health, moving around again, walking around again, taking my 9-year-old out to the park, how funny she is. I would listen to Rodney Dangerfield's a funny guy. I would listen to some Rodney Dangerfield and in my weak state kind of snicker and laugh as best as I could, which everything hurt at that point. But I did everything I could to remain happy and positive. Only positive thoughts. And I will say that I did take antibiotics from the doctors, but they offered a lot of other medications. And guys, I didn't take them. I took some of the antibiotics. I took most of the antibiotics, but I didn't take them. I didn't take any of the pain meds that they offered me. I didn't do any of that stuff, guys. I utilized my mind to stick around. And I don't know if you guys know about a septic infection or an infection that goes septic and then saturates your bloodstream. That shit can kill you. I was to the point where a lot of people you end up in ICU, intensive care unit. But I was laying right in my bed at home and I healed from here. I didn't go into the ICU. They didn't pump all of these drugs and IVs and such into me. They didn't put the breathing tube down. It was some days I felt like I could barely breathe. It was like an elephant sitting on my chest. But I kept that mind strong. And that helped me get through, bro. Tim, that's to you, bro. That helped me get through. The mind, staying happy, staying positive, focusing on what I wanted. to move around. I didn't focus on being hurt, laid up in the bed, not working. I focused on moving around, seeing the daylight outside. Hell, I didn't see daylight. Actually, I wasn't able to go outside for 2 months, guys. 2 full months. Because I couldn't make it fucking to the front door, you know? And so that's something personal, but I just wanted to share with you guys that is the reason I'm here. And Samuel and Boxing Monster, they rag on me and joke about my size, and it's extremely funny to me because that's something to be grateful for. I would much rather be 130 pounds than in the grave, guys. You know what I mean? So the jokes about my size, that reaffirms that I'm here. Remember, something to be appreciative and grateful for. Even when I was going through that sickness, the focus was the transition, the evolution, the fact that I'm still here. I focused on the things that I wanted to do with my younger daughters. Call my oldest kids that's out of town, speaking to them on the phone. I could barely talk at the time, but those were the things I was focusing on. Happiness. And this is how you can heal yourself. Food administration and the pharmaceutical business are the cahoots with each other. Oh, damn right, Samuel. Because they produce the things to cause these ailments, and the pharmaceutical company gives you the so-called cure or antidote for these things. So yeah, they're in bed together for sure. Tim said, "Damn, D, that's really inspiring. Glad you made it out of that personal hell, brother." Oh yeah, you and me both. And it was really hell at the time, Tim. I swear, bro, it was so painful. Like, I've been shot before. I think I've been popped right here in the arm. If you guys can see that, got popped by 38. I got popped in my ankle. Man, I was in a car that flipped like Errol Spence, except I didn't get kicked out of it. I've been beat up by like 7 guys, kicked to death on the ground and shit, and none of that shit comes close to the pain that I went through for that 3 weeks and something laying in that bed. Like I was deteriorating, guys, and none of that shit that I've ever been through in life was anything close to that pain. It was pain from the top of my head to the base of my feet, everywhere, all day, every day, 24/7. I couldn't even lay down and not be in pain. Didn't matter what position I laid in. That's how bad it was. And so it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be here. And it's inspiring. And the gratitude was in me finding out that we really do have this power that I'm telling you guys about, because it was no medication, was no hospital here, not Mount Carmel East or OCU University House. None of them helped me out. The divine and the mind that he gave to me, that's what helped me get through that. And that's why I was telling you, Tim, you can get through it. Any of the rest of you guys that's dealing with anything, ailments or disease or illnesses, it starts here. You can get through that. We don't have to rely on the Western medical industry to get us through that. G Boogie says, I'll tell you, take my wife, Rodney Dangerfield classic. Oh my gosh, bro. I was listening to that one too, Tim. Rodney Dangerfield says, guys, he says, so I'm coming out of town, and I told the taxi driver, hey, taxi driver, take me where I can have some fun. And he says, the guy pulls up at my house. I say, yo, that shit helped me get through, man. Rodney Dangerfield's hilarious, bro. Well, he was, R.I.P. Yeah, I'm glad that you decided on your own self-healing and didn't allow the barbiturates and doctors pushing the drugs to you for a profit. Yeah, because a lot of times that stuff gets you hooked, or it can actually kill you while it's supposed to be helping you. It'll help you on out the door. It's good you made it through, bro. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And, it was an experience that I cherish. A lot of people would feel saddened or, have negative thoughts about that. No, but that experience I cherish. It's a memory. And like I said, it allows me to know that my spirituality and things that I believe, they're real. That God really did give us all of this power. We have to learn how to unlock it. None of us have to be ill. None of us have to be living in poverty. None of us have to go through life not having the things that we want and desire. Even the good book, if for all those of you who follow the Bible, it tells you that the Almighty sent us here to be joyous, prosperous, and abundant. Right? Joyous, prosperous, and abundant. Why do you have a lot of these church members sitting around crying that they sick and broke all the goddamn time? That's not even why we were sent here. Because their mind is skewed. They don't understand the real thing. And remember, perception, perspective, that's the first thing that's going to keep you happy, sane, stress-free. Because it's the things that you take in. You decide how to respond to that stuff, guys. You and me. We all decide how to respond to that. Yes, if septic infection enters the bloodstream, it would do serious damage to your internal organs. You are correct. Yeah, some of mine are D. Jefferson, the Godfather. I appreciate you, G Boogie. And I caught some complications from that, and which is part of why I'm still in recovery. But I don't look at those things as complications. I look at those things as a blessing. Queen Lisa in the building. What's up? Appreciate you coming through. Again, guys, it's something to be grateful for, and I did. And G Boogie, that is totally correct. And I got to that point, bro. It did tear some things up, but I'm dealing with it, and I'm healing it because they've actually sent me a couple of letters to have certain surgeries. They're not going to cut into me, and I'm not going to allow it now. And I'll guarantee you guys, I'll be fine. But I'm not going to allow them to cut into me to take something out that the divine put in and replace it with the man-made whatever. Nah, not with D. Jefferson. You know what I mean? Because the divine gave it to me, and divine will help me heal it. Square business, D. You are making me feel the need to be more determined, and I'm going to be. And you will make it, bro. It's just like I was telling you the other day, Tim. This is why I did this live. You inspired me, brother. So I'm intending to inspire you here and to let you know that you can heal, bro. Just like Samuel Shaw told you the other day, do us a favor. Go look into holistic healing. I'll put this banner back up because this is the truth, guys. You see this? Power of the mind. We have the power to create anything we desire. That includes health. A mate, a vehicle, a bank account, a business, a home, whatever. In the Bible, it tells you, you don't worry about where, how. You don't have doubt. You just put it in the divine hand. Know that it's going to happen. And it will be delivered. See? He's telling you right there how to get it done, man. He's telling all of us right there. It's truth in the good book. The good book has been misinterpreted for whatever motives. Some for power, some for control, some for money. And so they create their interpretations for that. But the truth is in the book. You have to understand and then do your self-interpretation. Take your perspective of what the divine really meant, what message he was really giving you through that book. Because it definitely wasn't for control purposes. And no disrespect to any Christian in here, but the early Christians, their interpretation was solely for control purposes. That's not of the divine nature. That's of man. Toby says, Lisa, sis, you good. Salute. Now that you better, you scrawny ass need to do some push-ups. I do, man. I do my exercise, bro. I'm getting bigger. Samuel, fuck you, dog. I was like 120 something, maybe 118 a few months ago. I'm getting bigger. Funny guy. Samuel King. MG Lisa Bells, good evening, sis. I'm great, Toby. G Boogie said, that's right, my brother. Speak the truth. Let everyone understand your journey, whether they appreciate it or not. Oh, yeah, bro, because what's important, G, is that I appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I love my experiences you know, whether some may perceive them as good or bad. I perceive them as necessary. And what it took me to where I am now, spiritually, mentally, and everything else. Guys. So that's what it's all about. Mama man, I buy houses in the building. What's good, fam? We just talking about the power of our minds here and the things that we can do. So I want to move on back, guys, to what I was telling you about how to conquer these things, like how to basically get to the point where you can create the things you want. Okay. First, it may be difficult because we're all, no matter what country we're from, what our ethnic background is, where we grew up at, we're all stuck in what's called a tribal way of thinking. Okay. And when I say tribal, I'm not talking about uh, an Aborigine tribe or a Mongolian tribe or ancient tribe living in the Amazon or anything like that. Tribal is basically just a group, that thinks that are of like mind. So the United States and this culture and some of the things that we think about, that's considered a tribal way of thinking. Okay. So when you look at the United States, just being born here, you watch TV shows, cartoons, even the news. We've been brainwashed and trained in this country to always look at what's wrong first. What's wrong in people? What's wrong with this situation? What could go wrong? And how to protect yourself from something going wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. That is how we've been trained. We've been brainwashed. Our mental have, you know, basically this brain, this hard drive, our body is the computer. This hard drive has been programmed to look for what's wrong first instead of looking for what's right, what there is to be appreciative of, grateful for. It's up to us to change that perspective, you know, to find out within ourselves. Let's look for what's right more, guys, not what's wrong. Intangible in the building. What's up, Intangible? Um, Let me see something. I thought I saw the Quags come in here. The Quags, I didn't see your comment. I thought you did, but if you're in here, bro, shout out to the Quags that came into the building. Lisa said, D, that's why you're so powerful and don't hold grudges. No, damn. And I appreciate you saying that, Lisa, because Lisa been around for a long time, around me for a long time. Boxing Monster, shout out to my man Boxing Monster. He knows this too. I don't. I don't hold any grudges, man. Because why do I want that energy? When you hold a grudge and you hold a legitimate grudge, then you're not happy at that with that person or the situation, whatever happened. You're definitely not happy at that. And I'm over on a lot of people's channels and videos, and I haven't seen anybody on YouTube, uh, just me personally, that do as much smiling as I do. And I ain't doing it. I'm not doing this to put a facade up or put on a show. Like, bro, I'm genuinely happy in life. I used to tell Jalik the leader, because I go on this show and we talk about things outside of sports as well. And I made a statement to him that I really don't care too much about money. And he went off on this thing. Oh, what do you mean you don't care about money? You need money to do this? You got to have money to do this? Oh, you just act like, what, are you rich or something? No, I'm far from rich. Like, I don't have a big bank account. I was telling you guys, I got stressed out because of the business that I, started up and was going that didn't work out, and I lost some money. And I allowed the money aspect of it to stress me out. And so that reaffirmed, like, you're not even supposed to be giving a damn about that, because, guys, money is a tool. It's no more than a screwdriver or this lighter that I use to light my damn cigars. Money is a tool for trade. You want a pair of shoes, you use this tool to go. That's it. I don't give two fucking shits about this lighter, right? Because I can get more lighters. Well, I'm able I'm moving, I'm talking, I can get up and go out so I can get more money. And this is how we have to take these things, you know, anything that happened. And the reason I don't hold grudges is because it keeps that negative. If you're holding a grudge, it keeps that negative thought in your head. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to keep any negative thoughts, not about you, him, her, or anybody else. You know, it's like I told you guys the other day. I got out of pocket with that Monty Brown situation. It's not what Monty did. It's not what Monty said. Monty didn't do anything to me. Monty was just being him. We all have to learn to be allowers. We have to allow people to do and live and act the way they want to act without it being offensive to us. That's how he wanted to act. I wanted to be respectful. He wanted to be disrespectful. Why should I be mad about that? Honestly, you know, thanks much, Tangible. I truly appreciate it. Yeah, no doubt, man. All you got all kind of support. This is Speak Your Mind Sports Talk family, bro. We support each other. Salute y'all. Uh, as a Laker fan, I always ask God to help LeBron fix his free throws. God hasn't been listening to me lately. I feel you. You know what it is about how LeBron got to ask that question. And that's one thing, guys. We can't create, you know, a lot of people stress themselves out by trying. There he is. I thought I saw the Quacks coming here. Yep, I'm here. Driving though. Just listen. That's cool, brother. I just wanted to know if you was here. I thought I saw you step in. Shout out to the Quack stepping in. But that's one thing too, guys. We have to release ourselves from trying to control or determine how people are supposed to act or respond. Now, it's called being an allower. You have to do the things that you do and live your life the way you want to live, say the things you want to say, perceive things, have your own perspective, but you also have to allow people to have their own. You can't force anything on anyone. You know, it's your experience the same way as their experience. They can't create in your experience, and you cannot create in their experience. And I just thought about it when about how this, you know, told the joke about LeBron. But if it's LeBron, if he really wants to fix his free throws, then that's going to be his focus, his mental. And you know, but back to the Monty Brown thing is I had to allow Monty Brown to be him. He said, you know, fuck D Jefferson, tell D Jefferson to suck a dick. Okay, let's analyze this, guys. As I thought about it now, like it's actually funny to me. And why should it be offensive? You know, because here's the main thing: karma, reciprocity. You know, do unto others what you want them to do unto you. All of that shit is real because the divine tells us the energy you put out, that's what will be returned, right? So it was no need for me. I apologized to the man openly on air, and he still talks shit about me after, which that's fine. I have no problems with Monty Brown because I don't have time to be stressed out about him. You know, and I say it again. He's cool, man. He's good. I don't care what he says about me. But that's the energy that he puts out. You know, we can front and fake and you know put this facade up for people, but one thing you can't do is talk your way out of hiding from the Almighty because the Almighty doesn't respond to words. He responds to the message that we send him from here. This is why you can't hide. The mind, that's the God body, the God force within us. That's what he has blessed you with. It's a piece of him. You can't hide your true feelings, your true emotions, your true thoughts. Thoughts start the vibration to him. That's how you communicate with him. That's why they say the language is called tongues, and it's a language that can't be interpreted by man because it's unspoken. You don't have to say a damn thing. No one can read your mind and what you're the message that you're putting out to the divine. So it's unspoken, you know. So we have to train ourselves to think in whatever way necessary to stay positive, happy, appreciative, grateful, and life becomes easier. It's just that simple. The journey is to do everything you can to stay positive, grateful, happy, appreciative. All the good emotions that you can think about, joyous, enthusiastic. These are all the things that make you feel good, you know? Because remember, a body at ease, disease can't live there. It's called dis-ease, disease. If your body and your mind is at ease, disease can't survive in there, guys. And let me do this too, because this is no different from anything else. I do apologize, guys, for anybody that wanted to jump on and share. You can jump on and share life experiences. You can share your thoughts on what I'm talking about. If you think I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, you can share that too. Today, these butchers told me I have a small tumor in my throat. Besides one thing in my lung, biopsy port in my chest, possibly probable surgery, but I'm ready. Yeah. And you know, Tim, I remember you telling me that. And that was why I played that video initially in the beginning. Now, listen, guys, and Tim, especially you. Remember, it's your mind and it's your experience. So if you feel necessary to go in there and to have that surgery, that will heal you. Just depend on it. Just focus on it. Know that that surgery is going to work. Stay positive, stay happy. And whatever they do to you, it will work. It will help you live, okay? It's not about doing it the way D does it or doing it the way the Chinese lady did it on the video that I showed earlier. It's not about that. It's your mind, it's your life, it's your experience. And so if that is what you think will take to heal you, remember the key is healing. So keep in your mind, don't even focus on the tumor. Don't focus on that. Focus on health, being healthy, drinking what you want, running down the street, playing with your grandchildren or children, grandchildren if you have them, living life out with your wife. I know you're married. That's the focus. And, have no fear about the surgery if you decide to have it. Just focus on the procedure, fixing whatever issue you used to have because you don't have it now. When we think in the present, that builds our creation. What we think about in the present, that builds our future. That builds our creation, right? So you don't want to think about what you don't want right now because you're only going to get a residual of that. So let me tell y'all guys let me tell y'all this again, and it's real. What you think about in the present, that builds your future. It creates in your existence what you think about right now. So you don't want to think about the negative things. You don't want to think about dying or the tumor spreading or any of that because you will manifest those things in life. You think about what you want, where you're going to be. You set a goal, you imagine, you visualize, you know that goal is going to happen and you act as if it's already here and the Almighty will send it to you. This is how we create. Those thoughts are vibration. This is a vibrational existence. Everything is fucking moving, bro. We all know that. This fucking hat that I have is this hat literally has energy in it because when you break things down to a molecular structure, atoms have energy flowing through it, right? So everything in the universe is connected, guys. Everything is moving. It's a vibrational universe. And we have the power to control all of this. We have the God force within us. You got it, Quags. Tim, you got it. Lisa, Samuel, and Intangible. You all got it. It's a part of him that he's given to all of us. Do you look at the glass half full instead of the glass half empty, in other words? Oh, yeah, for sure. Jalik asked me that, I think last night or the night before last, and I told him right away, half full. Half full. Empty is in my perspective, empty means I have none. I ain't thinking about having none. I'm thinking about having some, Lisa. You know what I mean? Damn that. D.U. and Jalik, two cheek to cheek smiling ass Negroes. Oh yeah, you're right. Come to think about it, yeah, he is another one. He probably is one that smiles as much as I do. Good call there, Samuel. Good call. Exactly. Your perception changes your perspective. It's the way you perceive things. This is everything starts there. Perception and perspective. You know, damn well put, Lisa. Well put. You know, and we have to change that. You know, on some of the other power of the mind segments, I was talking about doing a total paradigm shift. Paradigm shift is basically the way we think about how we supposed to move about, react in life. And we've been taught a certain way from whatever country we've been born in. And so it goes back to what I was saying. In this country, we've been taught to pull out what could go wrong or what is wrong or what could be wrong. Or, you know, think about having a pistol. I used to have 19 guns. I sold a lot of them. Sold all of them, actually. The ones that I had, I sold them. But you think about having a gun. You know, the NRA, the United States, the right to bear arms for protection. Protection from what? From somebody harming you. So just think about the whole concept of that. What the fuck you gonna be thinking about somebody harming you for? Because if you put too much thought into that, you're gonna manifest someone at least attempting to harm you. And you know, I tell a lot of people this: do you really want to kill someone? Do you really want to shoot somebody and kill them? So that's another perspective you got to think about. When you have this gun, do you really want to hurt someone with that? Yeah, but I gotta protect mine. Okay, protect it. Start protecting it here. Teach your family, teach your children to protect it here. We have the power to actually walk through a hailstorm of bullets and everyone will miss us. Because in our thoughts, those things, bullets don't bother me. Like, you know, people be, oh, you got to be realistic. Well, if the divine gave us the power to create create our reality, our own, to create in our existence, then being realistic is what you perceive as real. It sounds simple enough. Like I've been doing this for, 10, 11 years and I still got a long way to go, guys. But again, I'm actually, let's say, like with the finances, in a lower space than I was 10 years ago. But I was stressed like a motherfucker 10 years ago. And I had way more money, a better car, all of that shit. You know, I had a business, that business Samuel and them saw. I put it up there one day. Metal recycling business. Used to go out and go to amusement parks and had a 2009 Dodge Charger, really nice vehicle, brand new, had all of that shit. And I was nowhere near as happy as I am now. Not even a tenth, guys. Because it's all about your perception, your perspective. Tim W. Damn, bro, you will be in my prayers. Yeah. And all of ours. And Tim's gonna be fine, bro. I'm telling you, Tim is gonna be fine. You got a lot of people here that's rooting for you, Tim. And that's something to be happy about right there. I buy houses. Thank you, brother. I'm a fighter. So I'm hoping for the best. Know the best, bro. Know the best. I'm gonna keep drilling that to you. Don't hope. Imagine it. Visualize it. Know it's there. And stay watching funny shit, joyous shit. You got kids and grandkids. Watch a lot of videos, school plays, things that make you feel good. Hold your granddaughters, your baby daughters, your nieces. Babies always, I don't know about you guys, but babies always make me feel good. Babies are so adorable and precious. They always make me feel good. You know what I mean? I'm getting way behind on the chat. I buy houses. I'm a Wizard fan. And I pray to God 3 times a day to, what's that, Ted Leonos? Oh, is he the owner, Boxing Monster? To sell the team or do something worthy of the league. Yeah, man. I got that. I feel you on that one, Monster. You got my boy up there, Monster? That my boy. Oh shit, man. You know I'm from the DMV. That is my favorite fighter of all time. That's right, Monster. You need to keep that on there for a while, dog. Tim thoughts and prayers coming this way from you, brother. That's right. We got you, Tim. We all got you. Lisa, awesome response. You sure not a philosopher? Yeah, I don't know what she is, but Lisa always dropping gems. No matter what we talking about, either boxing, whatever. G Boogie, you need to come up with a name for Lisa. Lisa the Guru or some shit. Lisa be dropping them gems, bro. Link in the chat too again in case somebody want to come up here and share your thoughts. Send a good message Tim's way. Samuel, you my dog. Thank you. Yep, no doubt. Intangible. Yep. Thanks, Intangible. Yeah, bro, we got you, bro. You got a lot of people pulling for you. This is called co-creation. All of you guys see Tim in the chat, smiling and laughing. Just imagine that. Keep focus on that. That's called co-creation. Remember, we can all create in our own experience. What's even more powerful is if we all utilizing the God force to create all the same thing. Boy, that's powerful. Because if one mind can create, just imagine what 20, 30, 420, 1,000 can do. You know? So we all going to envision Tim being just fine, bro. Tangible boxing, I hear you. No doubt. Let's see. Let me slide down here. G Boogie said philosophy also bases to your words. You don't have to be a philosophy major. But to tell you the truth, this is the most inspirational thing that a person can do. Yeah, man. That's a fact. Tim, you got plenty of love here. You damn right. Damn right you do. Monty Brown is always the dick level, so it's always on his mind. That's hilarious, bro. Yeah, yeah. That dude was wild, man. You know what I buy houses. I'm ready to kick in that ass no matter what I have to do to go through medically and mentally. That's it, bro. And you got it. You got it. The most important thing though is to stay focused, bro. Stay happy. You are a creator, bro. And I ain't talking about no content creator on YouTube. You are a creator of life. You can have whatever you. Let me put the banner back up. I'll come back to your comment, Monster. Power of the mind. We all have the power to create anything we desire. I made another banner. We can have, do, achieve anything we desire once we become self-aware and unlock the power of the mind. I made these banners back when I was doing the Power of the Mind segment. And guys, this is the truth. Like I said, this is nothing that I made up. This is the divine. I don't study it very much, but psychology interests me. I can't describe it, but I understand the way society moves and the nation just by looking outside. Yeah, man, and it's almost like an ant colony because there are certain things that's consistent in every state in America, certain ideals and morals and ethics that are consistent. What's consistently considered right or wrong? You know, right or wrong is all about perspective and perception because it's just as simple. If you go out and you do something, you know how you get those butterflies in your stomach like you're scared. Well, that's your inner self. That's the God force within you. What's called or known to be a soul telling you you ain't fucking doing right. Because nobody can explain that feeling. But we all get it. Bubble guts, butterflies in your stomach, whatever you want to call it. We all get that shit when we're doing something that that we consider ourselves wrong. So what is right or wrong? It's your perspective. If you're doing something that you have to lie about or that you have to hide or that you get the bubble gut butterflies in your stomach about, hey man, that's yourself telling you, wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. You look at a pedophile. If a pedophile didn't think he was doing wrong, what the fuck is he hiding it for? He knows he's doing something wrong. And it's wrong. If it's wrong to you, then it's wrong. Just that simple. Lisa, honestly, that means a lot to me, sis. Thank you very much. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Wow, thanks so. Oh, Lisa Bell, wow, thanks so much. G Boogie is what I call him. M6G. I should get some philosophy books pronto. Yeah, man. As powerful as you are now, you you boy, it's no telling where you'll be then. Money is a commodity the same way you like deception of your lighter D. You are absolutely correct, sir. Yeah, man. It is nothing to kill for. It's nothing to deceive, hurt, manipulate. Come on, man. We can all get money, bro. I don't care if it's legally, illegally, luckily, in the fucking casino or hard work for it. We can all get money. If you're able, you can get money. And shout out to Monty Brown again. He's making checks off of YouTube. So he doesn't even walk. He's in a wheelchair, but he's getting paid. You see all those super chats that come through. It's a it's a saying that my wife and I, you know, we repeat from time to time. Money comes easily and frequently. See, remember this nation and the way we grew up. What do you think? Money grow off of trees? What do you think? I'm made of money. You gotta work hard for money. So it's like the thoughts are they make it as if money is so hard to obtain. But guys, that's bullshit. That's total bullshit because you think about some of your guys' affiliates or constituents, right? And you think about these people 5 years ago, whether you're in the same city as them now or whatever. And 5 years ago, in 2014, these people were always complaining how they broke. Their car get ready to get taken. They might get evicted. This is happening, that happened. Always crying. You got to throw them $50 here, $100 there. Well, you go back to these people 5 years later, and they still in the same fucking house, driving the same fucking car, lights, gas, and water still on. What are they doing all of that stress about? You understand what I'm saying? Like, nothing as bad as it seems when people make it, just people make it that way for themselves. It's just like I said, bro, I don't make half the money that I was making 10 years ago. Not even fucking half the money. But I'm 10 times happier than I was. I smile way more than I used to be angry a lot back then. This was probably one reason I'm good at debating because I used to argue all the time, bro. That's what I used to do. You know what I mean? Nah, no sense in that. Tim W, if you ever need someone to talk to, just ask and I will give you my contact info. That is what's up. That is what up. I buy houses. Thanks. I buy houses. You the man, bro. It's a nation of confusion and chaos, which is why people are divided. Nobody has a sense of cold pride, which is essentially thrown nature off course. Damn right, bro. Damn right. Unbiased or biased boxing talk in the building. What's up with you, bro? Thanks for coming through. Yup, no doubt. Salute unbiased. You're right. Self-belief makes a massive difference. Damn right. Intangible. Because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to believe in you. Right? So I'm telling you, Tim, you can heal yourself, bro. Believe it. I am a testament of it. You can heal yourself. You can heal yourself with the assistance of the doctors. See, I'm not speaking against the medical field, because how would I sit up here and tell somebody, oh, you don't need no damn doctor, and then they say, you know what, D. Jefferson might be right, but they're not as far along as I am, and they still let these negative thoughts creep in their mind. They could actually die. And then D. Jefferson was the one to tell them they don't need no doctor. So I'm not saying that. I'm saying you can heal yourself. You may require the assistance of the medical industry. You may not. But if you decide to go that route, still stay focused. Stay happy and know that whatever procedure you took on will work. That's the key. That's the key. We can do this. We can all do this. Positive, healthy thoughts lead to healing. I agree. I appreciate you, Lisa. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Good sound device, D. Thank you. That's why, hey man, dedicated to you, Tim. Remember that, bro. You inspired me, Tim, to bring the power of the mind back. And I usually do things in segments. So I'm going to do some read myself, and we're going to have another segment on self healing. This is not the last one, bro. So make sure you join us for that too, because I'm gonna bring some other things to the table. I don't believe in all this universe stuff and God force, but positivity is always good. Stay positive, Tim. I appreciate that, Crown and Maya. I appreciate that. Everybody, and then again, that goes to what I was just saying earlier, and appreciation. I appreciate Crown Admire because everyone leads their own path. You can't force anyone on your ideas. You have to be an allower. You have to allow people to be them, believe what they want to believe, take their own paths. You know, God force just meaning the divine, just in case, because I don't know when you came in, but basically God within us, bro. He all gave us a piece of his energy, Crown Admirer, which is why he's omniscient. He's everywhere. And he can be everywhere and see everything because it's all through all of us. We're all connected. You know what I mean? So I call Lisa sis, G Boogie brother, Tim brother, because we're all connected. G Boogie in the building. What's up, bro?
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Great, man. Great.
That's good, man. I just want to say peace and salutations to everybody. And Tim W, my brother, we all praying for you. Just keep that in mind that you could do whatever you want to do if you put your mind to it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nothing stress you out. You don't need to stress. Even though you have an obstacle in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You can overcome any obstacle if you put your mind to it. And like D was saying, enjoy everything that comes in your way, whether it's a child smiling, a child doing things, or if you got grandkids, they come up to you, granddad, granddad, you know, the little small things we don't appreciate because like D was saying, we look at what society was also bringing into as we were growing up. So if you look outside of that box of that and see the reality of what you're witnessing and move forward and don't let things affect you mentally, that's helping you to heal yourself.
Yep. Yep. That's it. That's so true. I don't know what's wrong with this damn one thing about streaming. I gotta figure out how to speed the chats up. My chats are so slow. I don't know. But anyway, guys. Yeah. Great shit, G Boogie. Great shit, bro. Like, man, Crown and Meyer, I wanna go back to that because Crown and Meyer said walk around bullets. D out here sound like one of those African warlords. Yeah, man. You'd be surprised though. Wouldn't be literally walking around them, but kind of like in a hailstorm of bullets. Um, if you totally unlock your mind, bro, we know that. I don't know what everybody don't know, but when you shoot a gun, if you don't hold it right, the slightest inch off, bullets travel so fast, you could miss by a mile, guys. You know what I mean? So bullets ain't gonna hit you just because somebody aim a gun at you. That kind of sounds strange, but that's just the truth. Because you have recoil from a gun, kickback, and the slightest movement, that thing's going to go off direction. So, not really to walk around bullets, but walking through a hailstorm of bullets and none of them touching you. Because if you have total control over your mind and you want to get from point A to point B, no matter what's going on around you, the divine will bring you from point A to point B. That's probably the best way that I can explain that. King got game in the building. What's up? Everything starts with a positive mindset. For sure, brother. For sure.
Hey D, just to back up what you were saying. Also, I just had a epiphany. Just look at a scout sniper.
Right.
He wants to go from point A to point B after he takes out that target.
That's right.
So he's focusing straight up on his mind that he's gonna make it from point A to point B without being noticed by any of the enemies. So he's focusing his mental state in accomplishing his goal.
Damn right. Damn right, bro. And it doesn't matter what you want to do. Some people may look at, well, that's a sniper, that's bad. But remember, bad is your perspective. You know, a lot of these soldiers, they don't. It's second nature to them. You know what I mean? It's like me squashing a damn, which I don't really do anymore, but like me squashing a bug. The second nature to them. You know, once you put somebody down and you do it more than once, that shit becomes easier and easier every time. It's sad to say, but it's so. It is so. Obi in the building. What's up, Obi? Appreciate you coming through, bro. I got a couple more people that just stepped up in here. Let me give some shout outs. We got Jackal Davis in the building. What's up, Jackal? Appreciate you, my man. We're talking about the mind today, brother. The power of our minds. And Jose Yepes in the building. What's up, fellas? Dropped it. I'm dropping the link back in the chat just in case anybody want to come up with G Boogie and I. But yeah, bro. That's a fact, G Boogie. That's a fact. You know, focus. Hey, guys, when you think about it, everything in life, you know, that we do, a lot of us in here were involved in athletics, and we do boxing talk all the time. And look, we hear it. Boxing is half mental. Half, half, half mental. You know, shout out to Deontay Wilder, whether you like him or not. Speak it, believe it, receive it. He understands, bro. He understands certain things. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
To this day.
Yeah. And people always say, oh, he's garbage. He doesn't have fundamental skills. Speak it, believe it, receive it. The motherfucker don't have fundamental skills, but he keeps doing what? He keeps winning. Whatever guys want to say about it, he was getting his ass whooped. He better be glad he knocked him out. He keeps winning.
To this day.
To this day. To this day. He keeps winning. And it's extremely important, guys. You know, it's no mistake. It's not an accident. People can say he got lucky all they want. He's visualizing that. He's focusing that. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Believe it. Believe that it can happen. Because if you don't believe it can happen for you, then it ain't gonna fucking happen. Because it's your mind, it's your experience. This is why we're literally able to heal ourselves, guys, from just about any ailment. And I'm gonna rephrase that, from any ailment, any sickness. You know, I can't allow anybody to tell me that that's not truth because I've experienced it. I was supposed to get certain IVs and take certain drugs, and I refused all of that, guys. You know, shout out to G Boogie. He said sometimes that, you know, when things go septic and it saturates your bloodstream, that it can affect you internally. Well, it has, guys. It has affected me internally, and I'm supposed to be calling, you know, a couple of physicians for certain potential surgeries. Well, I'm going to call them up and get their suggestions. And then I'm going to ask them, is there a way that we can do this without cutting me open? And so I might utilize some of those techniques, but I'm not going to let them cut me open. I tell you guys that right now. And I have no worries about any complications or anything going wrong, because I already know that I'm healed, totally healed. They can say what they want, that they believe that the sepsis infection, you know, post-sepsis, whatever, tore this up or tore that up. Man, if it tore it up, it's going to be healed. And I'm going to heal it. You know, if I did it and didn't leave this earth, I'm still here for my children, for my wife, for my family, my friends, for you guys. Then nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop you, Tim. You know, damn right, Tim. I'm glad I looked down and seen that. Self doubt equals failure. Damn right. They taught you that in bodybuilding, didn't they, Tim? That's another sport. It's all mental. Self doubt leads to failure. You guys have more confidence in yourselves. Know that you have the power. And, you know, if you don't believe what I'm telling you guys, look around you. Look back on your life. Look at some of the things that you really focused on and thought about. And you might have told yourself along the way, I don't know how I'm going to get it done, but I'm going to get it done. You know, how many of us have said that? I don't know how I'm going to get this done, but I'm going to get it done. And what happens? Done. Because you know. See? It's just like prayer, guys, or people's understanding of prayer. Put it in God's hand. Have no doubt. Know that it happened, and He will deliver it to you. And this is what I say: focus, think about it, stay positive, imagine and visualize that it's there, and it will be manifested. That's prayer. I'm not contradicting anything that you learned in your church or what's in the good book. It's of a divine nature. Doesn't matter if it's God's word here, there, or whatever. That's what it's about, guys. You know? So, Tim, I'm going to have more for you on the next segment of The Power of the Mind. I'm actually going to do some reading because I want to bring as much information to you about this. Um, and, guys, I'm going to start this back up 2 or 3 days a week. Power of the Mind, no doubt. This is one of my favorite topics, and I have so much to talk about. G Boogie went back and looked at some of the other ones. I have so much to talk about, man. And for all of you guys, Lisa, um, you know, No Name Rose, Samuel, you guys were around for the old ones, Jose Yepes. Like, man, we were just really digging in, just getting started, talking about the conscious mind. And we have a lot, man, a whole lot. I know people that do visual. Oh, yeah. Gee, you know another one. Now you know another one because it's real. Vision boards, visual boards, it's real. You have to visualize it, see it, focus. I've manifested so many things in my life. I tell you guys, since I started practicing this, never worried about how it was going to come about. You know, what I'm working on now is a winning Mega Million ticket, so I can crank up this nonprofit. My wife and I, we sit on the board of a nonprofit, and we really want to get some things going. So we already have 501c3 to get donations and stuff in. But hell, if I could donate $100 million myself into getting this thing going to help the children, these young children with children out here, that would be very ample. But either way, it's going to happen. Thanks, D, and thanks, my speakers, my sports talk family, for the inspiration it gives me the added strength. No doubt, Tim. So, guys, I'm going to shut this one down. I don't want to run these Power of the Minds for so long because I do want people that watch the playback to kind of get trapped in there and, you know what I mean, get this message as well. Um, and so I don't really run these for so long. So I'm going to shut this down. I'm actually already over, but it was the first one. It's been a while. I like to keep them like an hour or less. We like at an hour and 15. D Jeff, you should incorporate visual boards with your boxing picks because you suck. Oh man, he had to give me one before I took off.
Got to throw in that jab.
Yeah, yeah. Write those the positive messages on your mirror so you see it all day until it becomes reality. Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. I buy houses. So, guys, I appreciate all of you, Samuel, Lisa, Tim, I buy houses, Jose, Jackal, Obi, my man G Boogie up here with me, Crown Admirer, Let me see. Make sure I don't forget nobody. Intangible boxing. Yep. That probably, I don't know if Toby, I got Toby up there. If I did forget you, man, much love to you. Much love to all of you guys. And it's not sports, but y'all know how I always end it. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace out.
Peace.